Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles. This edition's top stories. The Government of Saint Lucia is moving apace with plans for citizen safety. A promotion campaign designed to elevate the Saint Lucia brand in the marketplace is taking shape. The third annual Miss Mass in the View is staged to rousing applause. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nouvelle Arqueo. The Government of Saint Lucia is moving apace with plans designed to secure citizen safety as outlined in the 2019-2020 budget. Prime Minister Honorable Alan Shastney, in delivering the budget address, identified citizen safety as one of the 6 key areas of the medium-term development strategy for 2019-2022. In meeting the goal of a 45% reduction in serious crimes, government has already invested more than $10 million in the acquisition and installation of the state-of-the-art closed-circuit television system. With the target of a 45% reduction in serious crimes by 2022, Prime Minister Honorable Alan Shastney says government is inching closer to making that goal a reality. For the Honorable Alan Shastney, tackling crime needs a holistic approach, including beefing up surveillance, increasing police presence in the communities, and dealing with the problems plaguing the judicial system head-on. During a recent pre-cabinet press briefing, the Honorable Prime Minister revealed that some $11 million will be spent to fully install CCTV cameras in castries.
So we've invested in 138 CCTV cameras. We're in the process of now putting CCTV cameras in castries. That's $11 million to do that, to put those cameras in. So in all the things that we're doing, we're finding the resources to make that happen. But it's not a matter of whether if we can do it, we must do it.
An increase in crime prevention and detection is expected as government seeks to have a stronger police presence in hotspot areas. Honorable Shastney says that the initiative is already paying dividends.
So we have a special task force that have now been doing their rounds on a regular basis. And we're now on track with our commitment to reduce crime by 10% this year. We have 40 recruits that have just come in. We have 40 special policemen that we're going to be bringing in, and those are going to be foot soldiers. These people are going to be present in the hotspots. And we have seen that once there is that physical presence in the communities, particularly in the hotspots, the crime drops significantly.
The judicial system, however, needs a multi-tiered approach, which the Prime Minister says would require more time.
I say all this to you because solving crime is not one thing. I've got to deal with the courts, then I got to deal with the capacity of the courts, so it's not just the judges. Every judge comes with a whole bunch of administrative people, and then it's designing the courts sufficiently that you can have your jurors, and that the security of the judges are taken care of. How are you going to bring the accused in, and how are you going to provide the safety of everybody in the area?
Citizen safety has been earmarked as a key area needing urgent attention in the medium-term development plan for Saint Lucia. Saint Lucia as a tourism destination has achieved tremendous success over the last year, from international awards to record visitor arrivals. In a bid to capitalize on the momentum and refine the island's appeal, government is preparing to embark on a promotion campaign that would elevate the Saint Lucia brand in the Canadian and UK markets. Janelle Norville has details.
New strategies are being employed to grow the Canadian and UK markets. The Saint Lucia Tourism Authority (SLTA) indicated that it has noted some fluctuations in the markets and will be pursuing various measures not only to increase visitors from these markets but also to ensure sustainability. Prime Minister the Honorable Alan Shastney indicated that a shift towards a more high-end tourism product over the years has necessitated a change in the marketing strategy.
One of the things that we're looking to do is to put in a very strong marketing campaign for St. Lucia out of the UK and out of Canada, because we feel that that's where the greatest dynamic change is taking place. So this is not easy to accomplish. Sometimes we think we could identify what the problem is, and we think once we've identified the problem, it's just easy At that point, it's not. It's identifying the problem and then actually executing it is very, very difficult. So these are changing times. The other big change that has been taking place globally is that the amount of what we call online tour operators, so Expedias and Bookit.coms, and as the broadband width increases in those cities, you can then see the volume of business that's coming directly from those entities is now starting to change.
Stay-over arrivals from the UK in 2018 increased by 4.9%, while Canada dipped by 5.6%, due in part to the absence of service from Transat tours and a reduction in frequency of WestJet flights. SLTA's Chief Executive Officer Beverly Nicholson-Doughty added that fluctuations in the respective currencies, as well as the experience being sought by visitors, also played a part in the fluctuations. The CEO noted that individuals may travel to destinations based on the available niche markets such as wellness, diving and romance. Highlighting these factors, Nicholson-Doughty expressed the importance of a targeted market approach.
We are specifically looking at how we develop our sales strategy tied into advertising, social media. So I think that what we're finding is that we're doing a lot we're participating in lots of tactics, making sure that all those tactics are aligned so that we have the most impressive impact that again delivers against return on investment is probably the area that I see for the most opportunity for us right now. It's so looking at the tactical things that we're doing, streamlining where possible, and then really being able to align so that we have that multiplier effect of wherever we are in the marketplace.
The SLTA indicated that with increasing airlift and robust marketing strategies, among other factors, including arrival figures to date, 2019 is on track for another record year. For the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norville.
Micro to large manufacturers were recently introduced to the Pro Tool, a productivity measuring tool created by the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council. The Pro Tool will allow businesses to measure their productivity levels while providing qualitative and quantitative assessments of various business operations.
Measuring productivity is important for any business. So said the Director of the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, NCPC, Fiona Hinkson, as she presented a productivity measuring tool called the Pro Tool to the Saint Lucia Manufacturers Association's annual general meeting. Hinkson added that in order for businesses to remain in operation, they must be able to measure their performance and how efficiently they utilize their resources. The intention, she said, is to speak to as many businesses and service organizations about using the Pro Tool to measure productivity. In July, the NCPC presented the Pro Tool to the Saint Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture.
Measuring productivity is important. It's different from measuring profitability because here you're looking at your output versus your input. You look to see how efficient you're using your inputs, your resources, your labor, your capital in producing your given level of output. So therefore, the quality of the output is important and your inputs is important in terms of how well your workers are trained, do they have the necessary skill set in producing the level of output that you require.
Micro to large businesses are members of the Saint Lucia Manufacturers Association. Executive Director Paula James said the Pro Tool holds many benefits for the sector and the members.
Right now we do not have a tool. The larger companies have systems in place to measure, but the majority don't have any way of measuring their productivity. I don't even think they think of it as a hindrance. But I think the bigger companies look at it in a holistic way because this is what will drive their business. And I think we can get it for everybody to do. It will show us whether the sector, what areas we need improving, what we need to do to improve and be more productive.
General Manager of Caribbean Grain, Arnold de Moussac, and Teresa Jean-Baptiste, Sales and Marketing Manager for Winfresh Limited, shared their impressions of the Pro Tool.
The tool, which is a remarkable work done by the organization that is presenting us today, is a very, very good work. We obviously need to adapt with every single organization where they're going to focus on. But it is going to be one of the way to assess. It is definitely not a magic one, but it's a way to assess and to make a progress in a sector of the company we have not always concentrated. We all know it's important, but it has never been an urgent thing to do.
I think the Pro Tool is an excellent idea. For what I'm seeing, the tool, it can help a company, identify its weaknesses, especially with productivity levels of staff.
Compete Caribbean will be assisting the NCPC in creating an online application of the Pro Tool for greater access and availability for businesses to measure their productivity. The Pro Tool, which was designed and created by the NCPC, will be officially launched during Productivity Awareness Week, October 14 to 18, 2019. For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.
And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
I'm innovative.
I'm competitive.
I am productive.
I'm creative.
I constantly improve what I do.
And how I do it.
I provide excellent customer service.
I never stop learning.
I give up my best, always.
The National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, embracing excellence.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
Welcome everyone. I'm Ryan O'Brien with your update from Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. Prime Minister the Honorable Alan Chastanet has stressed that come September, St. Lucia will have its first sports academy. Prime Minister Chastanet made the assertion while addressing a reception in honor of St. Lucia's champion Winard Island Schools Games team at the Administrative Financial Center Tuesday evening.
The Sports Academy is going to be the Grosley Secondary School. And eventually this Grosley Secondary School will only be a sports academy. And so how does that sports academy work? Is that it's going to have dorms. So all of the best athletes of St. Lucia will get to go to that school. So if you're on the national team for football, if you're on the national swimming team, if you're on the national team for basketball, no longer is a young person going to be discriminated from participating on a national team. Because certainly in my day, kids were discriminated, and I still see that taking place. If it's not the parents who are prepared to drive up from the south in order to get your kid to participate in the national team training, then it's not going to happen.
The Prime Minister was of the opinion that St. Lucia will not be successful in team sports if athletes are not practicing more often, and suggested that coaches will come in for greater attention and involvement when the academy is operational.
There's no exchange for being able to eat together, to be able to do our homework together, to spend our times together. And that just builds a chemistry on the field that is irreplaceable. The other exciting part about this is that the coaches that we're going to have at the academy are going to be top coaches. And there's going to be a psychologist, there's going to be a nutritionist, there's going to be a therapist, and there's going to be fitness training. And that those coaches now will become the coaches who will provide the training program for all of the coaches at the club level.
The Prime Minister also noted that coaches will be trained and acquire lots of skills on a more consistent basis with the establishment of the Sports Academy. We shuffle now to boxing and more on the coaching program being conducted by coach in the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, Conrad Fredericks, with his schoolboy program. Fredericks says the schools have supported the initiative to have interested boxers from their schools to participate in the ministry's ongoing program.
Every 1 day out to the school program. I have, on some days I have Sister here, I have Josh Charles here, I have Current here, I have Hess, I have Vitmate, I have a lot of different schools here working different days, different programs, and it keeps me active because I glad to work. I like to work with. I prefer you train the youngsters than train the seniors or something because I get the seniors from the youngsters. The youngsters become seniors. So I prefer to work with the youngsters before I work with the seniors a lot.
Coach Fredericks is currently looking to finalize a team to participate in a schoolboy championship set for Guyana in the middle of August. And that's all from Youth Development and Sports for today. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The community of Bellevue continues to utilize culture as a vehicle to promote positive behaviors and values in the youth. Chevroy Marios reports on the most recent event.
The Bellevue Development Committee, in collaboration with the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice, Local Government and Empowerment, hosted its third annual Miss Mass Interview pageant on Saturday, August 3rd, 2019 at the Bellevue Combined School from 7 p.m. The pageant saw the participation of 5 beautiful and talented young ladies who competed for the title of Miss Mass Interview 2019. The show featured 5 segments: swimwear, talent, costume, evening wear, and interview. Social Transformation Officer and Pageant Coordinator, Mr. Kendall Alva, stated that the purpose of this activity was to empower and equip young ladies with the necessary skills, knowledge, and values needed to become more productive, responsible citizens.
Well, I must say the pageant was a resounding success. The purpose of that pageant was to empower the young ladies so that they could become better versions of themselves or become what I call productive and responsible citizens. We are indeed grateful for the support of the persons who attended from the communities of Labrie, Bellevue, Deriso, Opicon, and Lape. Surely it means that these people appreciate our young ladies.
Contestants who participated in this year's pageant were Gildra Octave, Miss Opicon, Adelia Lionel, Miss Lapere, Novelle August, Miss Deriso, Catherine Modest, Miss Labrie, and Miss Catherine Donnelly, Miss Bellevue. The results on the night were as follows. Best swimwear went to Adelia Lionel, Miss Lapere. Best talent, Catherine Modest, Miss Labrie. Best costume, Catherine Modest, Miss Labrie. Best evening wear, Gildra Octave, Miss Opicon. Best interview, Novelle August, Miss Deriso. Second runner-up, Catherine Donnelly, Miss Bellevue. First runner-up, Adelia Lionel, Miss Lapere. And Miss Mass Interview 2019 went to Catherine Modest, Miss Labrie. Miss Mass Interview 2019, Catherine Modest, had this to say.
I feel extremely happy because I worked so hard for that, and today, the day of the show, so many things came up. I went through so many emotions. I wanted to give up. I was giving my utmost best despite what went on today. I would like to encourage every young girl to partake in a pageant because it's a great experience and it will help build your self-confidence and help you search who you really are. And anything that you want in life, you should put your mind to. You can achieve. Believe in yourself.
Best interview winner, Novelle August, Miss Deriso, was very happy at the outcome of the event.
I feel great, especially since, we were all friends, so it really doesn't matter as to who takes the crown. Once it's, somebody you love, and I find that we should all be supportive. I feel great because it was a really good experience and I felt that I've grown. If you're going to go into it, you need to do it for yourself. Whatever comes, whatever circumstances, whatever challenges you face, just keep pushing and do your thing and you will pull through.
Reporting from the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice, Local Government and Empowerment, I am Chevroy Marius.
And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle Arqueon.
I was in my neighborhood. It was a very dark night and I decided to go for a drink by a bar. On my way from the bar, I felt the sting to my right leg. And when I looked back, I knew it was a full-less snake.
You happen to be in an area where there are snakes and you are bitten by a snake. This is what you do.
you call for help and try to reach the Victoria Hospital within 1 or 3 hours, you will be seen immediately.
My uncle at the time was a police officer, called Victoria Hospital and told them that we're coming down for snake bite.
It's the only facility on the island which has a protocol and a treatment plan where you can be treated adequately.
We call them before you go there so they can prepare for you.
And rest assured that there are adequate supplies of antivenom with doctors who have been trained in the treatment protocols of the snake bite.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
Monsieur, Madame, Département qui nous responsabilité pour information en gouvernement Saint Lucia GIS, Assemblée puis télévision nationale puis NTN, Capozato Nouvelle en Creole, Président Primus Hutchinson. Gouvernement Saint Lucia a continué pour une discussion et puis avion Virgin Atlantic après décision qui avion en Japon pour bout de voyage en Saint Lucia pour l'Angleterre en mois de juillet l'année prochaine. Premier ministre Saint Lucia, honorable Alain Chasney, qui a continué pour une consultation très active et puis avion concerné proposal qui a posé devant le gouvernement en hauteur de $20 millions. Discussion qui a fait à d'ailleurs façon pour l'année agrément qui a porté bénéfice pour ni Saint Lucia et Virgin Atlantic aussi. Premier ministre Chasney a déclaré que le gouvernement a fait tout ce qui est nécessaire pour protéger l'intérêt pays. C'est le Premier ministre Chasney, malgré cette liste, pas qu'à opposer, afin par contre assistance pour avion Virgin Atlantic, mais façon qu'il a proposé pour trouver des grandes assistances là, pas en faveur pays à pièce de bonnement. Le Premier ministre Chasney a noté que des grands l'argent qui avaient commandé et en bas qualité agrément ça là pour des grands passages de l'Angleterre, situation ça là pas cordiale nettement. Le Premier ministre là dit que Léo considéré la l'homme passage de avion ça là sorti l'Angleterre présentement c'est moins que 30 000 et Virgin commandé $100 mérité par chaque monde qui a occupé une place à bord avion. Le Premier ministre là ajouté que c'est pas seulement l'argent qui a concerné yo, malgré dit maintenant c'est plus que $2,500 cette liste qui a dépassé pour faire publicité en Amérique pour la place touristique cette liste pour toute place à bord avion, mais ça qui a encore posé plus chalet-gorge, c'est qui manière le gouvernement qui a adressé les autres avions qui ont offert même service là pour plus que 20 années après ça. Et est-ce qui chisse? Parce que le gouvernement qui a mis pour one, c'est l'autre avion, même, même presque même degré assistance là aussi. Avion Virgin Atlantic commandé pour le gouvernement payer $2,5 millions américains pour les 3 années pour venir. Le Premier ministre Chasney répond lycée absolument non, comme ça pas possible. Mais le Premier ministre a annoncé qu'il y a une discussion et puis l'autre avion de l'Angleterre et que ces discussions là a marché très bien. Il a ajouté que discussion et puis British Airways qui a marché très bien et qui a conduit une délégation et puis les autres officiers touristiques pour l'Angleterre en mois de septembre pour continuer les discussions en direction ça là. Le Premier ministre Chasney ni espoir que le gouvernement et l'avion Virgin Atlantic qui a arrivé des arguments qui ont un bénéfice de tous les deux avant le mois de juillet l'année. Ça c'est le mois de juillet l'année 2020. Travailler à ce développement nouveau en aéroport Hiwanora qui a commencé en semaine qui a venu. C'est le Premier ministre honorable Alain Chasney qui fait annoncement ça là devant une session et puis les journalistes les dit les sec à où. Selon le Premier ministre Chasney, pour commencer un projet sorti des grands plans et pour arriver en position d'implémentation, c'est pas un qui est à l'aise. Pièce de bonnement. Le Premier ministre a expliqué que l'année et demie passée, il était possible pour une négociation et puis le gouvernement Taïwan pour un loan et pour te mettre en place un comptoir de Wantasala. Il dit que, premièrement, la tenue un comptoir et puis le gouvernement Taïwan et après ça, et puis Banque Exim de Taïwan et un comptoir aussi et puis Slasbar. Slasbar aussi tenu pour une négociation et pour approcher le gouvernement pour trouver garantissement. Le Premier ministre Chasney a déclaré que tout ça a porté un badge de travail avec détail. compagnie qui a une responsabilité pour construction et opération des affaires ingénieurs, j'ai conduit plus qu'un 100 projets en Caraïbes et parmi eux c'était l'aéroport international en service. Premier ministre Chasney déclaré que le gouvernement est aussi pour présenter un plan pour trouver approuvé et d'ici pour approuver et d'ici avec ces autorités pour contrôler tout développement. J'ai approuvé plan pour commencer à sa fondation. Le Premier ministre Chasney a ajouté que depuis toute sa fête, avec ce comptoir trouvé finalisé, et puis l'autre travail à payer même qui a une comptoir, le travail est supposé commencer à dans 2 semaines pour venir. Cela se passe, a déjà fait toute préparation pour ça. Officier d'éducation pour être Babono avec l'autre commune qui est en région Sala, M. Cyrus Sipal, a annoncé que pour ces 3 années qui j'ai passé, le ministère de l'Éducation a fait bon succès pour établir un changement à ce manière les instituteurs qui corrigé manière les étudiants qui comporté en l'école. Officier d'éducation a déclaré que le ministère a organisé plusieurs ateliers et instruit les instituteurs à qui meilleure façon pour agir et puis même à l'école en dit pour ça servir force pour punir.
C'est ça qu'on appelle the restorative method of discipline. So instead of punir, on can montrer yo qui manière yo supposé ça vivre la vie yo. Now minister have a pronouncement là that the teachers actuellement pas supposé battre maman yo encore. Et moi ça do parce que moi teach millet là moi juste commencer teach et l'autre teacher comme teacher John the late Mr. Wilson, Mr. Regis, teacher Darius. Là moi commencer teach c'est ça me apprendre. C'est on sang sous côté ou et then double tout maman est supposé double that attention. But then ça nous take a teach tout ça moi pas te connaître mais so moi guilty also parce que moi fait.
Selon Sipal, possible ça là on contrôler ces étudiants pour un moment seulement.
Ministry of Education a fait go progrès et que on y ça qu'on actuellement de child friendly school. Et parce que toutes ces écoles là actuellement a apprendre et bien qu'à mettre framework ça là en progress. Et then aussi on y programme là et puis SSDF OK the boys matter. OK côté nous continuer instruire ces maman là. So long hen ces maman là qui ni problème là instead pour ka voyer you are the suspension ek moi ka do ça Mr. Hutchinson moi pas ka support suspension parce que là maman la femme ba qui pas bon et que vous voyez en communauté ou peut suspendre pour 2 semaines ça qu'a fait pour 2 semaines il ka vient faire même bagaille là so then ça nous supposé faire ministry also ka essayer pour ça commencer ça ka créer de intervention center côté maman qui ni problème instead of voyer you en community you can aller en center ça là côté you can taper instruire you can hand counselors avec différents monde qui can montrer yo qui ça pour yo ça fait.
Monsieur Sipal en temps tu as participé dans cérémonie de finissement d'un camp pour maman à l'école Gawa vendredi passé. Et c'est comme ça nous avons votre nouvelle là. Moi quand monsieur autant pour regarder, moi quand une invitation pour je ne puis moi considérer la vie n'ai pas cette l'autre nouvelle à Koyol. Après ça, mon carrière présente au Nisha.
Merci un peu, Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
Generally cloudy with scattered showers, some of which may be heavy, periods of rain and isolated thunderstorms. High levels of moisture and instability associated with a tropical wave in the vicinity of the Lesser Antilles will cause increased cloudiness, moderate to heavy showers and isolated thunderstorms over the region during the next 24 hours. Another tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the tropical Atlantic during the next 5 days. The tide for Castries Harbour was low at 2:26 p.m. and will be high again at 9:11 p.m. The tide for Vieux-Fort Bay was low at 3:53 p.m. and will be high again at 10:18 p.m. The sea is slight to moderate with waves 3 to 6 feet or 0.9 to 1.8 meters. The sun will rise Thursday at 5:49 a.m.
And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the Saint Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.